Nowadays, traveling 900 miles with an electric car, it's been seen as an adventure. Like, oh my gosh, can that actually happen? Can that actually be done? And we are not the first ones to actually be doing such a trip, but we are just, let's say, we want to be part of that club, that few people that are actually doing those long trips and proving that electric cars can actually do it. We have a Tesla Model 3, and we are going to travel from Baycliff, Texas to Gallatin, Tennessee. It's 900 miles. We are going to stop maybe 6 or 7 times to recharge, plus the pit stops and lunch and whatnot. And it takes around from 16 to 17 hours to travel that distance, especially because of how long it takes to recharge. But it's great to do it. It feels great. Now, the thing is, the way I see it, in a few years, this is going to be like a standard. Like everybody, a lot of people are going to be traveling with their electric cars across country, and it's going to be just a thing of the past, thinking, oh, you did it with an electric car? Wow. No, it's going to be a standard, like it is now driving internal combustion engines, gasoline cars. So here we are. Let's start a video and where we document our adventure, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Good morning everyone. It's 5:07 and we are ready to depart to the first stop, which is going to be Lafayette. The supercharger at Lafayette is going to take like 2 hours and a half, and we have to stay under 75 miles an hour because of the weather to make it there. We made it to Lake Charles. We are supercharging. We are going to be here for a few minutes until we get at least 20% enough left charge to get to the next supercharger. I will explain in a second once we get to the car. This is a nice place, except that all the restrooms, because it's 7:30, everything is closed. So let's go inside the car and check the supercharging. Oh, by the way, we will also have breakfast at the same time we are charging. So it says 25 minutes remaining. The next stop is going to be Baton Rouge. Let's see. Wow, that's going to be a long. Once we get to Baton Rouge, then we are going to make a change in the plans. We'll take 55 north through Mississippi. And what I said about the 20% is this number here. Right now it says dash. Once we get to 20% there, that's when we will continue the trip. And that's I think it's a sensible number, in the sense that the car usually decides when you get to 15% you can continue, but we usually like to have, like, some cushion, so we add 5% more. And right now we are going to have, as I said, breakfast, and we're going to enjoy it while we watch some YouTube or Netflix. At this point, we have been here a few minutes. Now we have 15 minutes left. And remember the dash. Now it says -4. That means that we yet don't have enough charge to get to Baton Rouge. So we will continue waiting. The other thing is that it says that to continue the trip, once we get to Baton Rouge, we're gonna have to stay there 20 minutes supercharging. Well, welcome to Lafayette or Lafayette, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Here we are. We decided to stop for a few minutes because we were afraid that we wouldn't make it to Baton Rouge. It said we would arrive with 8%, but what happens if there is like a traffic jam or some kind of problem on the highway? It's better just to have, some cushion, something a little bit more in the battery. So let's see how long we are going to stay here.
Okay, estoy orden.
1 second, let's see. And the next supercharger, according to this, would be Macomb. So we are going to wait until those dash says at least 20%, and we'll go from there. And welcome to Baton Rouge. We decided to make a stop here because we didn't want to arrive at Macomb with only 10%. In retrospective, we should have charged in Lafayette. It's a faster supercharger, but it is what it is. So here we are. So let's see how long it's going to take this time. I'm going to set it to 20% on arrival, and we'll go from there. Okay. It says 25 minutes. Let's see Macomb. It's calculating. Right now it's at 12%, so we are going to stay here only a few minutes to continue the trip. Yep. We're gonna wait, I guess, until it gets to 20-25%, and then we are going to depart. So far the trip has been uneventful. And welcome to Macomb, Mississippi. We made it here. It's an interesting place. We have never been here before. We decided to take a new route. Last minute change. There are 8 superchargers, none are in use. I wonder how many people actually travel through this area. So we are going to stay here around 45 minutes before we can continue our trip. More to come. So I want to show you something I noticed. Well, not this. That's actually where the charging happens. All the power is there. But I noticed a couple of things. The first one is there is this cart here. Maybe I should go ahead and move it. And the other thing I noticed is that there is glass. So I'm so glad I parked there and not here. That would have been interesting. Anyway, well, we have been charging here for 30 minutes, so it says that the next stop should be Macomb, but there is no way we are going to make it with 4% only. So we are going to stop at the charger in Jackson at least for 5-10 minutes, and then we will continue our trip. Let's go then. And welcome to Jackson, Mississippi. We have never been here before. It's a really beautiful outlet place. And I like the way these chargers are placed. Makes it easier to park. And super nice. But they are not version 3 yet. They are only version 2. But still, pretty good. I think we are going to stay only here for a few minutes. Let's go check. Let's see. We are currently at 7% availability. We are going to wait until we hit 20, and then we are going to continue our trip to Grenada, Mississippi. Well, and we made it to Grenada in Mississippi. We are charging, and believe it or not, this is something I was not expecting. The chargers are at the gas station. That makes it really, really interesting. I have never seen this before. Look at that. We have 8 chargers at the gas station. Isn't that something? Well, it looks like we are going to be here a while, 40 minutes, because the next stretch is from here to Jackson, Tennessee. That's a long way to go. Hopefully we don't have to stop at Memphis, at the Memphis Supercharger, and that would save a lot of time. As it is now, we should make it home around 9:30 p.m., which that would be a great time. And we finally made it home at 11 p.m. with only 26 miles left in the battery. Almost fully discharged. It was a great trip. The conclusions about this trip are next. Let's talk about it.